Sorry for the wait. I forgot I had to get tea, and it took longer than expected. Alright. I think I overfilled the thingy. Which account am I on here? Oh, we're on the right one. Okay, good. Yay! Let's go. Hi, Manu! How are you doing? I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I do apologize. Welcome. Oh, we should hide this. We don't need this right now because it's not the direct. Okay. Right, so this is the deck. 2 Golem, 2 Crude, Bilbo's, Gnashing, Dane. We're forcing this Misty Mountains, I remember. Okay, don't do that. It's not good, but we're doing it because reasons. Alright. I don't remember what's in this deck. I didn't really pay attention there enough, other than the Misty Mountains and a few of the pieces of removal. I should probably actually look for real, but no. We're not doing that. Oh, welcome! You finished the tutorial and color challenge and been trying out the starter deck duels. Welcome, welcome! Oh, I'm glad I pronounced it correctly. Yeah, again, I may get it wrong in the future. I do apologize. In advance. But yeah, welcome. Let's see. So the tutorial and color challenge and trying out the starter deck duels. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, basically what you're going to do is play as often as you can. Don't mind losing, just try and learn from your losses, and that's how you'll, playing the spells and doing the things, achieving the quests is how you'll accumulate gold to be able to enter events and do stuffs. We're going to be playing limited here, which is draft, which is not necessarily recommended for players just starting out. I highly recommend, you will have been given some jumpstart tokens. I highly recommend getting into the jumpstart, and I can show you what that looks like after this. But yeah, the jumpstart is a good way to accrue cards for free, because they give you the tokens, and to get more experience playing in a format that doesn't have any sort of anything riding on it. So you're not going to lose anything if you lose. So it's totally fine. Okay. Dwarf deck. I'd rather use this to draw. Same with this. So I don't think I want to, attack there first with the Reverend Howl. I think we just do the Crude, because it's most of what we're going to be getting as far as that. Wow, that's it's not what I wanted to draw. But okay. I play this out, I can equip the bent blade to block this, but it's possible that they'll have either removal or an equipment. Yes, I'm playing a red and black draft deck. But it's possible to have an equipment or anything or removal for this anyway, so I'm just gonna get the second red source while I can. No attacks. We might start this Misty Mountains cold going, just so it can ramp us to the Gandalf. Gretel, hi, bye. Sleep well and sweet dreams. It's so nice to see you for even the little short time. So, thanks for stopping in. But yeah, we're playing a red and black deck. This is red and black is often called Rakdos, which is its original guild name from one of the sets previously. Treasure plate. Play the Dane. Just to ramp into... can play this, do the treasure token and just equip the crude bent blade. That's not bad. That allows us to play Gandalf next turn. Or I can do Dane. And I'm gonna do this. That's a tough call. I assume they have removal for Dane here. But we'll see. They only need one more thing of either legendary or like artifact to make the Ori have vigilance. Okay, so they can pump the Dwarven Provisioner. We're gonna block here. Pump using this. So we're gonna block here. Let's see what they do. What I could do is block here, force them to use this pump, or whatever trick they have, but I think this works fine for me. I'm fine with that trade. Okay, so they cannot remove Dane, and I can do horrible things right now. That was gross. If they attack, it's going to be interesting whether I block with Gandalf or not. Dane is so good with Gandalf being equipped with either of these, and we do have the Reverent Howl the next turn, which pretty crazy with Double Strike. I think we just let it go. Still at a decently healthy life total here. Could have the 5 damage to tap creature, but they would use that here. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we do this. Plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus... Okay, so this is... Mm-hmm. So they're gonna block Dane here? Oh, I think I can go for lethal now. Yeah, okay. Okay. Again, don't play Misty Mountain Skull. It's not a good card, really. But, you know. Whatever. Okay, I need to do... So... Properties, hold on. Take a picture of that. And then... Let's see. I need to start setting up the... Okay, so... forgot to record the other things of it. Can you play any format and rank individually for each format? Well, there are two types of ranks. There's constructed rank and limited rank. And limited is draft and sealed, and constructed can be any number of things, but is always cards from your collection. Limited is you crack packs and play. The jump-in tokens that I'm talking about should be right up here. You have them, they're red, they're jump-in tokens, and what you can do is find on the homepage, you can go see behind me is a play button, and it'll bring this up, and you can go events, and you can go jump in. I don't think there's 2 jump-ins, I think it's just 1 right now. Yeah. And then you can use your tokens for that. That is the best way to do that. But the ranked stuff you probably don't want to try yet because you don't have the number of like the cards that you would need to do that. Nor do you have the sort of the comfort with the cards that I would recommend for drafting or sealed. So you can see pick 2 draft, traditional sealed, traditional draft sealed. Those are all limited. Quick draft as well. Premier draft, which is what we're playing. But you can always do, you know, a bot match if you really just want to practice and have fun. You can do the bot match over here. In the find a match, it's the bottom. Sparky will play against you in that case, and you can feel really bad because you're beating up on a little bot. But that is one way to sort of see what your deck does with no pressure. It's a way of goldfishing it, essentially, which is what we say when you're not really playing against another person. Now, Sparky can beat you if your deck isn't, like, great, but if your deck is really bad. But not that often. Okay. This is definitely a keepable hand. Golem is going to be really good here because we can take that tidings out of the graveyard. I won't be able to block either of these, so they will be able to do the damage here, but I didn't have another 2-drop play anyway, so. Yeah, exactly. But at least you get to learn your deck. Sure. Okay, what does that mean for me? Dory here? Or long-bodied? I think it's Dory. We're not going to use Golem here yet. Remember, I have, this deck is trying to make Misty Mountains cold work, so I'm going to keep the treasure. Alright, we'll take the 5. Oh. Yeah, we'll block this, that's fine. If we draw our Cruel Bent Blade, that will also make that better. Alright, 5-3 at this point. That's fantastic. Okay. Against our stuffs. With Menace. Can I double spell? Yes, but it's not great. Still might have to. We could do the Golem here, play the Goblin Town, or we could play the land and hold up the Long-Bodied. And maybe double block. It's not great. I think I kind of like this. Gonna have to take another 5 here at the very least. We have a lot of removal, so we're hoping to draw some. good card. Hmm. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, God. Okay. Shit, man. All right, we are going to lose this one. That's too good. Even if I pump 2 with the life link, I don't save them. Could be 4 and 3. Wow. That is brutal. These 2 equipment are too good now. That was pretty horrifying to see. Okay. I need removal right now. I'm not going to use this to draw, though I need it for the lifelink. Nope. No removal yet, huh? Brutal. Okay, so we've 1 Bilbo's Deadly Slice, 2 Crude Bent Blades, 1 Gnashing of Teeth, Gandalf, Smaug. Oh, Rennie, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you so much for the 53 months. You're so kind. Thank you so much for your support of the stream. I don't really have much to do here. This is pretty bad. As long as they equip the Menace, I just lose, I think. I don't think... I think I have to... Okay, so we have to go... Draws 2 cards, lose 2 life, and just see what we hit. Yep, none of that is good enough. That's too bad. Just need to hit 1 piece of removal, and I think we went through half of our deck, but got none of it. Too bad. Yes, there are often situations where you lose the game to drawing poorly. There's a lot of variance in Magic. Anybody can beat anybody. Yeah, okay. So I need double red for Gandalf and Casting Smog, but that's late. Bilbo's Deadly Slice and Crude Gnashing of Teeth are earlier. Okay, so if I do discard a land, it would be a mountain here. I'm gonna hope to be able to play into my stuffs, but we'll see. But yeah, there are many times where we lose to drawing poorly. Magic has a resource system, which is the mana, and obviously you can draw too many or too few. And you can draw the top end of your deck when you can't play it, or you can draw only the bottom end when you need more powerful things. You can fail to draw removal like we did for your opponent's, or interaction for your opponent's stuff and their game plan. So there's a lot of variance in Magic, and it is higher now than it was previously, just because the cards are more powerful, and there are more powerful cards in each pack usually, because they change the pack distribution of rares and mythics, etc. All right, see what our opponent's doing. Going to 5 is what our opponent's doing. I feel like we're drawing the same things we drew last game. That was a good draw. They may have their own reverence here. Ah, yes, but I do too. All right, here we go. They're still charging. Nope. Oh, they have the Misty Mountains Gold too. Okay. Very well then. Hmm. 6 mana, but they don't want to use any of the treasures for the Misty Mountains. If I play Dane, I can equip the Crude Bent to one of these. I think we should play Dane instead of Golem. Golem is really good, but I can get more value right now. So I'm going to equip this because they already want to kill Dory. It makes 2 equivalent threats, which I think is correct to do. Yeah, it looks like they have removal for something. This is also the most efficient use of mana. Golem would leave 1 up. 2 blockers. Okay. They might get the Smog here. Probably will get the Smog here. But I have other removal in the deck in theory, if not in practice. So both of these have double strike, so there's no profitable blocks that they can make. They will block with one each of these. So we do play the Golem, I think, and just attack here. They may just attack with 1, block with 1. They don't have to block the Dane. It's only 4 damage, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. We do hope that they drew a land here. Do not want them to have drawn removal. We have Bilbo's Deadly Slice for that. A few ways to draw cards. Dreaded Bat Cloud. Okay. Alright, so this will have double strike if this attacks. this will also have double strike, so we're just gonna put this here so that it can also trade with the Smaug. Forcing 2 blocks with this. This is interesting. Hold on. Yeah, no, we put this here. And then we go charge. Yeah. Has menace, so they have to block with the Bat Cloud as well, if that's how they're doing it. Yep, this is the block that makes sense. Alright, I like my spot. Thank you, Dane, for doing your job. Alright, so then we just end the turn flash in the long-bodied grey dog, I'm pretty sure. Because then we'll have 3 lethal threats, 1 with menace as well. So they have to have 4 blockers or kill the golem, or... And they can't block with this, yeah, so... Okay! A mirror match in a small unbalanced set, yeah. Yup. Alright, 5 wins, let's go! Let's get the trophy! So one of the cool... Oh, wait, nope, we got an opponent. I was gonna... Okay. Ooh. Well, let's hope we draw a 3rd land. Hobbit Hole, gonna fetch a red. This one can help us draw that 3rd land, so I'm not too worried. Ooh, good card. Just a little. Uh-oh. Draw a 6-drop. That's definitely not what I wanted. Here, I think we have to let the 6-drop go. It's a shame. Alright, there's some land. Alright, I guess we Ironfoot here? Two lands. Okay. 1. Okay, how am I playing this? The rabbit's gonna start pumping. I still think I do this. I really want to make this work. This is not what you should be doing. I shouldn't even be running this card. It's not good. 4 turns for a dragon. Not great. Alright, so I'm gonna take 5 currently. I really didn't want to draw land there. That was awful. Okay. I could do 10 to them this turn. I don't think I do, though. It would be cute. But I use all my treasures. Ah, they found the 5th land for the Bjorn. Okay. Or another ordinary bear, that works too. Okay, I need to draw non-land. Mm-hmm. Well, I did. Ugh. I can force a block. I don't know what that green is, though, so that might be wrong. Well, I'm definitely forcing the block. Let's do... 1, 2, I mean, it costs me the dragon next turn. Well, maybe it doesn't if I don't play this. Nah. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7. They'd have to have 5 more. I get a dragon next turn. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and the turn. This is wrong. I should just play Golem out. 3 bears. But they still have to chump with something. Okay. I would have loved to draw an actual thing to play there, but oh well. All right, now I can use my token. So we're gonna go next to combat charge. Mm-hmm. Legends. Legendaries. Legends. It's very bad. We are making it work because we are trying really hard and I want to have fun. But, multiples? Maybe. I think doing nothing for like 3... So doing nothing on 3 is really bad in this format, especially if you get against an opponent's aggressive deck. But not only that, but it takes 4 turns, and it's just like, ugh. Week 2 of the format and already memeing. Yeah, totally. That's true. If you have 2, but you have to get them. That's the thing. You have to get them at exactly the same time. And not only that, but you have to chain them, so you have to do nothing on 3 and nothing on 4. Well, that's annoying. All right. They have to leave 1 back. All right. All right, so... Gnashing of teeth, huh? So this is gonna get, this has Menace, is gonna get Double Strike. I'm just trying to figure out whether I want a -5/-5 beforehand, or -1/-1 both things. Because they have to block this one. And then we just kill this, and then kill that, and they go to 2. That wasn't awkward. It was just trying to figure out what I should do. I couldn't figure out whether I could do the -1 across the board. I think this was better, yeah. First strike! But what about second strike? Sorry. Yeah, this is way better. 11s. Alright, they're dead. Yes, there is. And triple strike, I think. Triple strike, I think, before last strike. I didn't even have to show you Sackful! No, that's mean. Like, I was already just winning on the board. I'm not gonna waste my opponent's time by... They were letting us attack. It was nice of them. I'm not gonna waste my opponent... I'm gonna respect my opponent's time by not taking more game actions that are douchey. Yay, trophy! Alright. 7-1, let's go. I'll have to put that in the properties. 3... I forgot to do it for this first 2 drafts. 7-1. I think we were silver before this, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're silver now, so. Your 7 wins are with blue-white? Blue-white can be good, you just have to really get the cards. And if you face some red-black draws, you're just gonna get creamed. But, yeah, they can work. All right. Here we go. Oh my god. I spent a lot of today teaching, so it was... And uploading stuff to Mana Pool, so it was good. Somebody didn't ready up in time. How dare they? Quad strike, yeah. Bird strike! Sorry. Yeah, that's a good card. Chief Warg also really fun. Snow Slope Hunter is D's. Mountain Kings is fine. Coral's good. Love this card. I originally didn't realize that you didn't have to attack with a power for a greater creature. You just had to control one, so... Unfortunately, that's not going to come back around, but, Pinecone Strike here, too. I like playing with this card. It is such a meme, but I like playing with it. I know other people don't, but... I'm just going to take the black card here over Pinecone Strike in this, just to continue with my lovely Rampager. It has no right to be this good in a format with this many tokens. It has no right. I guess we take the Mauler over Hobbit Hole. I do like Blacksmith, but I also like this. I especially love this once you play Crewbent Blade and can equip it for free. I don't want to go black-red again. I could just take the white card. Oh well. Well, we'll see what's open from here on. Spark Starter's really good. We're gonna take the Slikes here. Stir Up Trouble being also in the pack is pretty sweet. I really like Spark Starter, but we're gonna grab the removal. Stay a little bit open. We can still be green-black or something like that. Ha! Okay. I think we just take Quarrel here. and hedge, but Fat Spider, Bjorn are interesting. Old Thrush is fine, especially when you end up with a bunch of like crude bent blades. You can then equip it, and it makes sure in best of one that you hit your lands and or fix for your lands. I'm still going to take Quarrel because I think it's the best green card in the pack. Bilbo Baggins also interesting, and again that Thrush. Nurturer for the blade or just frickin' it's got to be Dory. God damn it. Nightmare. Could also take Front Porch Sentries, which I like Dory way better. I also like Nurturer way better. Do I want to force... Bugger. Bird is cute. There's also Goblin Town here that I could take instead of Tidings. Again, I don't mind having a gray dog. That we mainly did the gray dog last time because we were just looking for treasures. It's still fine. Bird's fine. Confiscate's fine. Yark. Okay. I'm just gonna take the Tidings. Okay. Me. Okay. Just checking whether the cat was barfing or working in the litter box. Alright, Crude Bent Blade and Pinecone Strike. Super cool, but we're gonna take this Raider. Be silly about things. Bilbo's fine, but it's not that surprising to see it that late. I never really looked at the art that much. Those are some mangy wolves. They do not look healthy. Alright, so we've got Ravening Warg, Along the Crooked Way, Smaug. I'd love to get back to Rampager or the Misty Mountains with this. That's pretty sweet. The pick is probably the Warg, but I didn't come here to play right, so... We're doing sentries here? Short spear. There's just sentries. Short spear is not bad. I'm gonna take the short spear. Ooh, and Rage, and Gundabad, and Goblin Town, and an Old Thrush, and another Quarrel. Jesus. Okay. That was a very late gnashing, I think. Owen is fine. I'd want a Reverent Howl, but I don't mind that later. I like Owen for, Okay, well, turns out I should have taken the other thing. I could do one more. That's fine. I could also just take the rare for giggles. Nah, whatever. But yeah, I really like the rummage on this, just in case we get flooded. Or screwed. Sometimes you just play it on 2 and you never hit the 3rd land, so you're like, I discard a card. Gollum over Gundabad, although that is actually close. But that also gives us a halfling for the Hobbit hole to fetch up in case. Not a huge fan of the B. I'm not a huge fan of this card either. Nor the Smog's Fury. So if we can upgrade those, that'd be cool. Same with these. Alright, another Mauler's fine. They are not legendary. Although that does make me wish I'd taken the red artifact. Equipment. I'm taking the rare for shits and giggles. I don't think I want a second Great Fierce Bee. Yeah, we'll take the Howl. That's a late Bilbo Luckweaver, though. Luckwearer, sorry. That is a really late Bilbo of that. That's a good card. Key to the side door. Might run that. I like this card okay. The unblockable is nice, and then I do have 2 Owens already. Blue seems to be vaguely open. That's the second one of these getaway barrels. All right, Bomber's good, but I'm going to take the large bear here. Smog also good, and Crude Bent Blade. I should take Crude Bent Blade if I was being competitive. I'm not. Okay, Bat Cloud. No, Bat Cloud. But yeah, Crude Bent Blade probably the better. Like, the second one is probably better there than the large bear, but it's a large bear. It can be good. It depends. Like, obviously, if you are, you know, super behind, it's very bad. But if you're at all at parity, it can definitely win you the game. We're gonna take the first Bomber here over the Gundabad. That's close, though. Is that right? That might not be right, just because we don't have as many legendaries and things like that. We do have a couple artifacts here, though. It might be Gundabad that's the better pick. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, Bulk! And Nori. Let's go. Okay, now I have too many 5-drops, and I wish I'd taken the other thing. Okay. Ragged Short Spear. That's a third Dwarven Mauler. We're gonna take a Ragged Short Spear here. Okay. I like my 5-drops. I'm hoping the Dreaded Bat Cloud comes down like around 4 if I'm lucky. I don't have enough dwarves to that. Do I? I have 6 dwarves? I think I want to take this in case somebody gets off to a faster start than I do. Okay, so Goblin Town and Nori. I like Opportunist, but we actually want Nori because we have Bomber. But I think right now I have so many doubles that I actually just want my mana to be better. So we're gonna take that. Spatula! I'm not gonna run that. I'm gonna take somebody's Bilbo. Get wrecked. Somebody. Oh god. There is a tiny chance that I run a second one of those. I hope I don't have to, but there is a tiny chance. Huh. This was a weird one. Okay. Huh. Alright. Not our best draft. I was expecting to see a couple more things in the... Based on the way the first pack went, I was expecting to see a couple more things that I didn't, but okay. Let's go. Howl's fine. It's one of the ways that we draw in our deck. So we have the Howl and the Short Spear that allow us to draw, as well as the Rummage off the Owen. I just have to decide... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Plus Along the Crooked Way and Tidings. Is this a 17 land deck? Or is this a 16 land deck? We're going 16. This could be wrong, but we're doing it. I need to check the YouTube. That looks like a fine hand. Okay, how do I want to play this? Could just play the golem out. That's not that bad. Could also Ragged Short Spear let go of the swamp and go from there. Question is whether I want to attack with this. It's fascinating. I think I want to do this for now. So this gets it out of range of the Pinecone thing, which would exile it, so I think we do that. It also meant they couldn't just trade with it for the Prowler. No attacks. Fascinating. So I can give it +2/+2 and gain lifelink to do the 8 and gain the 8. But then I can't play this. The other question is, so I think we just go to damage here. Then we do bat plus golem. Thank you. One off being able to equip this and do the Reverend Howl? Okay. Okay, +3 is 7. Okay. That's what I expected they had. That's why we didn't play the large bear. It was something to that effect. It felt like they had a trick. It did give reach though, so I'm surprised that they didn't do it on the bats actually. Blocked the bats rather than the 6/6 cuz there's nothing that gives trample at instant speed as far as I know. And they couldn't block the bats on the next turn anyway. Maybe they're just thinking they could kill me on the backswing. I don't know. I mean, I would have Sackle if I had another 4 mana, but yeah. Everybody and their mother's monkey. But me. Alright, a 2-drop would be nice. Nice. Owen! Be brave! Okay, do I want to force them to lose the 2 life here? I don't think that's a necessarily a good trade here. That's fine. I can kill the Prowler. I might take a lot of damage from it, but I think we're gonna Dory here. We burying some friends! Our best draw is probably still a land here. Untapped. Okay. There's a slight problem now that the Gnashing doesn't actually kill the Prowler if they pump it, so that's fun. Another creature, okay. Hmm. All right. Bonk. So Bilbo's Deadly Slice would be very welcome here. Crude Bent Blade wouldn't be bad. Hmm. Land. Okay, well, let's... I need to keep it with 3, so I have to do this. This is a freaking sorcery. I keep forgetting this is a freaking sorcery. All right. Why do I keep thinking this is not? Hmm. I don't know what to do here. That's interesting. I think we end. Highly unfortunate. Hello. All right. So they have that. So we're gonna have to block with Owen. Okay. Yeah, this was just awkward, man. All right. So what we do here is block with Owen. One blocker. Rummage. Discard the short spear. We just don't have time to equip it. Jesus! Why? Where's my stuff? In my 5th land! Okay. Crude Bent Blade and Bilbo's Deadly Slice are still in there. Yeah, I could have kept the spear to draw, but I think we needed to have any of these so that we could do stuff. I really needed to draw... Because if I play this and they have removal, I'm just dead. So I think I have to play both of these, which sucks. So brutal. God. Well, but like I said, this was only going to draw us one more card than we saw there, so I ditched it so that I could try and hit a land to play either of these or do stuff. I can't really do... Fuck me! Okay, they have Mythic. That's stupid. Bomb. Okay. I think we lose. Alright. Does it gain trample? Yes, it does. Okay. I'm good with that. Yeah, we just needed to find right? Like the +2/+2 counters, the troll counters on it were the best. We just needed something. So I didn't have the spear digs, but I didn't have it doesn't have flash. I couldn't equip it. So at that point I couldn't play it and have it be effective or do anything at that point. We didn't have the dwarf. The dwarf was dying that turn because it was blocking, so I ditched the spear at that point. Before we knew what we were going to draw. The Owen was whatever the little duder guy was dying because I had to block because I killed the army. My 1 mana for their 2. I don't mind that. I think we're gonna Dory so we can play Large Bear next turn. Even though I do love Rampager. On 3. You got a quarrel. Alright, we need to stop drawing lands, it looks like. Okay, Jesus Christ. Alright, I need this guy. So we're just gonna attack here. I'm not gonna sacrifice the beef for now. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't have to attack with this one. It's still 5. Yeah, we don't need to do this. Let's just attack with this one. It's gonna be 5 anyway. Oh my god. So many lands. Oh, I forgot that I'd reach. Alright. Large Bear does things. I need actual stuffs. Mm-hmm. Okay, I lose. Fine. This sucks. I can't win with no actual cards. They stopped at 5 and we were on 9. With 16 lands. Oh, that was brutal. That hurt. That really hurt. Ugh. Can you imagine drawing actual cards? I think we still had like 26 or 7 cards stuffed in the deck. We're on 16. Alright, so Lyrazel bought us a pre-release to open. I am so excited. So excited. Alright, let's whatever. Badunk. Badunk. I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should play this close combat. They only have a mountain though, it doesn't matter. 'Cause I should pl Wait, Crash, you can't? Oh, fuck that. Ugh. Um... I thought I don't know. I haven't played in a oh, worst draw ever. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna lose this game now. Okay. Smog, huh? So basically, Tidings of War right now amasses goblins through. So it makes it a 5. This makes it a 6. So I can attack for 6. But what I wanted was a land. So that I could at least get something else down. Oh, it's a creature card, so it's 5. Okay. Do we do the 5? I don't think we do. I think we have to get Bolg and do 5 damage to this if we get the fucking card, like land. We've gotten stuck on 4 lands most of the games here. It's been a little rough. All right. I would just like to I have a lot of removal in these decks that we just don't find, or they don't matter. The ones that we draw. Oh, you have more rares. How nice. Mythic and a rare. Nice. Okay. My rare's poopy. And this one's even poopier right now. Would have been good except you have fucking Smog. Would have been great here. I could kill Bomber in the sack. It would be so good. But no. Alright, we need Gnashing of Teeth, Bilbo's Deadly Slice. Something. I don't know. Or a land so this could block. I don't know. I hate this deck. It really hates me. That is not good enough, my friend. God, this sucks. Bonjour, hey, Crash, thank you so much for the Bezos bucks. I really appreciate it. I'm not trying to cheer. I'm just trying to... Oh, there we go. That's what I'm trying to... Emote. Thank you. God, that sucks. I could have bulked if we just drawn that land this time. Okay. I mean, we play this. And then we just pass. They can kill Dory on the attack with Smog here, but I have the treasure token for next turn, and we gotta pray. Desolation does non-dragon. I can't touch Smog. I can wipe the rest of their board, which would be great, but they have a fucking Mythic. I just needed a 5th land for Large Bear or Bolg at any point at this time. So, this just sucked. Just like the last one where they had the wolf that was 4 power but could pump itself, and I had the -5/-5 in hand. Could pump itself to 6. So it was really fucking stupid. So I just needed this game the 5th land sooner, and we couldn't find it, so we did our best. This draft was awful. Even, I like our deck. Like, I still think it's good. I just... Unfortunately, we've gotten ranched by mana, and then by opponents' mythics. Smog and Bjorn. Also, our opponent's taking 8 years. Like, a lot of our opponents have been taking 8 years to do anything. Alright. Oh well. If they had the win this whole time with just attacking, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh yeah, I'm really pissed right now. You suck. Slow player. Okay. Anyway. That even if you're in silver, that should be an obvious play by that time. I'm getting sour though. All right. That was a freaking 1-3 there. That was so bad. All right. Let me go fix the stip here. Say ready first so I don't hold anybody up. Okay. So 4. God, that was so bad. 1-3. Okay. That deck was better than a 1-3. But God, that drew poorly. I'm not sure that I made all the right choices, but that drew poorly. Deadly Slice, Mountains Rider, Magnificent End, Troll Negotiations. Just gonna take the Mountains Rider. It's too good. They had lethal for so many ways. I was just letting them take it, but they were taking 8 fucking years. It was so bad. I shouldn't complain, though. They probably are newer, and, you know, they have to read the cards and do all the things. Which is why I wasn't complaining earlier, but when they were on the last thing and they just had it on the board, I was just like, I don't want this. Okay. Great ugly looking goblin here, then. Glowing's very fun against certain decks. Sometimes I prefer to have this card just because the easy pickings is so good. There's a lot of good stuff in here, though. There's the Warg, the Stinker... I call it Stinker. It is, in fact, Slinker. Warg, Glowing, Opportunist. So... I could take this and stay in red and not choose the second color yet. I really like the combination of these two. So I think I'm going to take this. Stir up trouble here over Dory, Smaug, Hunter, Arrow, Thranduil. Well, it's what we're getting past. I mean, if I were getting past like really good stuff in other colors, I would absolutely move into those other colors. Name a card here that's better than Bilbo's Deadly Slice, I dare you. I mean, it's just... Ugh. And I don't think anything was better than the Raider in that first pack. I do like Galleon okay. We can take that here or Hunter. Can also just take Nori as a 2-drop. I don't like taking a double green here necessarily, even though I do like this card okay. I think it's between these two. I can commit to black without committing to red. If I take Nori, though, I'm sort of committing to red. I think I'm gonna take the Hunter, and then I don't have to commit either way. But I don't think taking a double green there is as good as just... This goes in either the black-red deck or the black-green deck, so... Plunder the Troll Shots? Is that the land fetcher? The 8-mana one? Oh. No, it's still not better. No. It's Plunder the Troll Shots is not... I know it's a card draw spell. I figured it out once I saw it. It is... it's good in blue-white only, really. And that's kind of it. I don't like this card unless I have a lot of sacrifice, which I do have a Stir Up Trouble already. I think I like the Rage of the Valley here over Pair, Flunkies, and Goblin Town. The card draw spell you can usually get quite late. Oh, that Bard the Bowman is nice. I'm not going to be an Esper, definitely. But the Nuisance is interesting and the Grasp is interesting. There's always a small possibility. I'm going to still... Well, I could just take the Wargling. That's more likely. Yeah, okay, fine. You have the secret blue-black deck. Yes. Ah. I would have taken Bard there if the Wargling weren't there, I think. Just, you know, I actually don't mind going Esper. That might be interesting. But we'll see. Alright, so... Yeah. Alright. This is the 2-drop slot arena. You already put it in the... Okay. Magnificent End is the best card here. This one's really fun, but not amazing. We're just going to take this in case we end up in the green. I do think blue-white is open. I don't think I can pivot into it necessarily at this point. I just have too... My cards are too good. But I can stay open between black and red or black and green. This is actually a 2-drop. Coral. Okay. Ordinary Bear! Alright, I could take Mirkwood because I might want to... I'm certainly going to want to splash this. But I'm going to take the Ordinary Bear and solidify into this. I'm perfectly fine splashing the Raider. And I mean, if we get really good red, we will still pivot back into it. There's not enough here. Like, I'm not excited about this card. This card's only fine. This card's fine. So, Quarrel's the thing we'd be only upset about losing. Yeah. Oh. God damn it. There's a Pinecone Strike. There's a Misty Mountains Raider. There's a Dane. There's a Goblin. I'm gonna take this. Okay. Fine. We can splash a Quarrel if we want. Burn, Burn, Tree and Fern, Deadly Slice, and down to Goblin Town. All right. I think I want the first Burn over the down and the second Slice. I think it would be between Burn and the Deadly Slice. I have one Deadly Slice already. I really do like the destroy target artifact opponent controls on this one. And the fact that it's not double black at this point. I'm going to take Burn. Okay. I'm sad to be passing all of that. That was a lot of good stuff to pass in the same pack. All right. I should take Dory here. I'm not going to. I'm going to try and take Fixing after this. And I'm going to go all 3 colors. There were ponies and the thrush there, but I'm going to take the Bilbo's Deadly Slice. Okay, we take the gray dog or the rage into the valley here. I think it's the gray dog for the fixing. Rage is very good though, and drawing further might draw us into the stuff. I think I can get. Yeah, I'm gonna take the rage actually. Jund him out. Yeah. Ooh, perfect. I do like the warg tactics. We're gonna take one of these lands. I haven't decided which. I think it's the Hobbit hole at this point. Nah, I think we'll take them. Yeah, that's close. I'm gonna take the Mirkwood. Ooh, Bat Cloud, Dory. I think we take Dory here for fixing over Bat Cloud. Goblin Town, perfect. Warg Tactics, also fun. Might run this ordinary bear, we'll see. Why does Arena think that that's not the 5-drop? I don't know. All right. Ooh, more fixing. Let's go. Don't mind the tidings. I'm gonna take the long bodied here. You've watched enough Reed Duke to know that this is, yeah, Jund is always fun for Reed. Nice. Huh. Okay. We've got the Noisemaker, which I think we have to take, or the third Bilbo's Deadly Slice is pretty sweet. Pursuer is nice, and I very much like it, but I think Noisemaker and Deadly Slice are better here. That is actually close. I think it's Noisemaker. Yeah. I'm gonna take Smaug. We're gonna take Mirkwood here. I haven't gotten to play with this card yet, but we really don't have any activated abilities besides the Owen, I think. As such, of the creature themselves. So, there's very few in the set, period. I love this card. Ooh, I do like Snow Slope Hunter. Let's Go Ever On is very good too, but we're gonna take this Hunter thing. I can't go into that right now. Hobbit Hole or a 2-drop? We didn't get the equipment that I want for these thrushes. This is weird. Definitely expecting to, again, to see some things that I didn't see, but eh. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. I mean, this is the deck. Oh, I like Thor's map. Definitely like that better than Boulder. Usually, but I might actually need Boulder here as just another piece of removal. But I could cut the long-bodied gray dog in this case. Or the thrush. Alright, that was a weird one. Okay. See how it goes. Okay. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 seems plenty. That's if we run 17 lands. I'm just gonna run 41. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to restroom really quickly, and then we're gonna play this. And we're also gonna open some of our Hobbit pre-release pack from courtesy of Lyrazel. I'm very excited about it. Okay. Let's go. Okay. This is so sweet. Okay, I'm so excited. Thanks to Lyrazel, this is crazy. In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. But we have an opponent. Alright, that's a curve. Opponent's on the play. Waiting. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, give me. I think I want to flunkies here. In case they go black source, make me sacrifice a creature. I think I'd like to protect the noisemaker from that. Okay, they're white source. Okay, so they're dwarves. We're gonna use this opportunity to get the second black source down so we can rage and use Noisemaker the next turn, possibly, to grow this bigger. Hi, Floof. Discarding a stone by sunlight. Oh, God. Our opponent just has so many things that this is the worst card in their hand. Alright. Are you coming up? Okay. Oh, my baby! How dare you? Alright, excuse me. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna play this first, and then this... Because I have a black source. Okay, so let's do... this. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't play out any of my, like, relevant threats. Sure. Can you get off the table? You know you're not... Off the desk. Off the desk. Good boy. Alright, what are we doing here? Destroy target artifact and opponent control. So we don't want to play Dane this turn. You're not an artifact, but a stress trap token, but that would happen post. Okay, let's go. Treat for kitty. Oh, that has to die. Huh. Alright, so they draw a card. Looks like I have to use the Snow Slope Hunter to kill the Keeley. Which is annoying. For having 2 deadly slices, a quarrel, a stir up trouble, a smog. We're not doing so hot here. They have the fucking unexpected... Oh my god, we're running to all the crazy bullshit today. And we're just drawing lands. This is some bullshit. Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna lose this one. We're not drawing a single piece of actual removal, it's just the bulk. Unbelievable. That sucks. We've hit so many of the broken rares. We've hit Bjorn, we've hit Smaug, we've hit... What else? Other things? And our opponents have always stopped at 5 lands. Alright, they're at 19. Let me see what I can do. I'm not dead yet, so... Yeah, we have Thror's map, so I still want to keep this in hand. Oh, God. Really? Could you stop with the rares? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, they didn't want to discard. No, it's not normally the craziest, but... Alright, I have to decide whether I want to block with this or with a 2-2. I think it's gotta be this, because that at least has Menace coming up. Okay, what the fuck? We've been... flooded so many times today already. That is shit, man. Okay. Alright, we lose. This sucks. It's 9 lands for the second time. This with no one of our stir up trouble. Giant's Boulder would actually be working here. 2 Bilbo's Deadly Slice, Burn Tree and Fern, Smaug the Calamity thingy. Like, what the fuck, man? We cannot find our removal in any of these games. All we find is land. And our opponents are finding, like, millions of rares. It's just, like, so brutal. Getting crushed here. Damn. Alright. Nope. Opponent right away. I mean, it was still it was only good there because it was a 6/6, like, that I couldn't get through at all. Look, I found 3 of our pieces of removal that would have been helpful last game. Huh. We're looking for a 3rd land. I don't have a 2-drop anyway, so Mirkwood's a fine one. And then the 4th land is fine too. Allergy in the cup, yeah. This is actually tea. But yeah, I don't drink coffee, but I should start. Alright, let's rage. I'm raging here. Blech. I would rage, except that they're in the colors with crude bent blade, so I'm actually gonna do this here for now. Sustain isn't as good in this deck as it was in the other deck, just because we have fewer artifacts. Rather, equipment. Still good, though. Hmm. Okay, so next turn they could make a 7/7 with the Bjorns. Okay, they didn't hit the 7th. Wait, they did? Why wouldn't they make a 7/7 in that case? That's weird. I think that's very wrong. can do that at instant speed, unless they're attacking with it, but... Seems wrong, but okay. Okay. No menace yet. I can bulk sacrifice this to kill that, make another 1/1. 2/2, sorry. That's fascinating. Can also do this and force them to trade with the Bjorns or just block with the Wood Elves. On trade? Na bat cloud. Oh, you have a removal too? Oh man. That's sad. That was a great draw from them. Nasty little rabbits. So Nori can attack with first strike. Huh. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh, pretty. Oh, the door opens? Oh, well, that's cool. Oh, that's really neat. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Okay, sorry. Okay. Keep. I don't think I'm willing to trade the Noisemaker for the Oaken Shield right now. What? Okay, I'm confused, but I will take it. Oh, my baby! Hello, my baby. Hello, my hun. Actually, we're happy that at least we have this because the Chief Warg cares about that. But all right, so I want to play the Chief Warg. Kind of want to save the Stir Up Trouble for one of these, which is what I was doing, but maybe we'll just draw into something interesting later. The question is whether I sacrifice the boulder or the map. I think it's the map, because at least the boulder's live soon. Or I could just sacrifice this. That seems fine. I would like them to stop that, though. That's cruel and unusual. So they're one away from casting Smaug. I think I'd like to discard, to draw a discard first prior to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, the flood is real. Again. Second person in a row with Keely, or was that the other thing? I forget. So I can Giant's Boulder, kill Keely. Could play both of these if I play out the land, but then I don't have anything to the Thrower's Map the next turn. It's not the worst. We need a lifeboat. we, we definitely needed a lifeboat with this flood tonight. Oh yeah, we are killing Keely, I think, here. I don't think I can afford them to draw more cards. Yeah. Glowing gives them mana, but I'm hoping they're just using it to cast Smog this turn. We'll see. I can give one Goblin Menace by putting counters on it with a Goblin Town. I have Thror's Map to draw or Giant's Boulder to kill something. I think this was correct. I could be wrong. So if I give the Gundabad +2/+2. Three or less is probably Keely. But it could be Dane, actually, to tax things. I think we draw. Well, that's sexy. See which two they trade with. I could definitely still lose this game, absolutely. They have to choose between Glowin and a 1/1 or 4/5 and a 1/1. Or Glowin and the Iron Hills. But I'm not sure they would do that. We'll see. Oh, that's great for me, I think. All right. Keely back, I think? I could choose something else. So they still had an equipment in hand to draw with. Wow, okay. Okay, there's Smaug. Okay. So, I have another smog, so I think what we do... is we let this happen. Go next to damage. Kill the Keely. I mean, I could kill the smog and then keep my thing alive. It's very tempting there. Because I still have the Giant's Boulder for the other smog, and maybe that's better. It's so close, though. But here, they can't play the other smog while they have that smog around. And so I think what I want to do is... I don't really want them to have the mana. I kind of want them to... I want them to know about this is the problem. Well, they're gonna have the mana, that's fine. So much land! Oh, God! Okay, please give me... Wait, hold on. I have 5 damage. 6, 7. I'm 1 off. But that's if I use this, and I don't think I can play both. Alright, so we gotta... Jesus, this sucks. Okay. Yeah, that's something I wanted before. Put them at 1. It was close to keeping that. I have to hope that 3 lethal things is when they can't play this is correct, or that they can't kill me somehow. Okay. Because we have the Giant's Boulder still. Yeah, we can kill them, I think. Yeah, this is fine. No matter what we get through for 1, because the boulder kills them. Thoughts about the current set? It's gotten old fast, as we expected. It's a small set with a ton of legendaries, and only 5 color pairs supported. So that is, I mean, that's what you expect from that. You don't like it? Yeah, I mean, it's also color imbalanced, so that really hurts too. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, if there are a bunch of experienced drafters at a table, it's possible that some correction will occur. And you might have an more interesting draft, therefore. Because if everybody knows that red-black is the right color pair, then... Yeah, sealed, I mean, sometimes. The problem is that the red-black commons and uncommons are just so much better than everything else anyway. I mean, we're playing limited. It's not necessarily a rough time to get back into the game because we're talking about limited being a little bit underwhelming right now with this set. You can definitely play standard and other things. I could have played the Stir Up Trouble there. I think I'm gonna try not to do that here, because there's so many things I'd rather kill. That's fascinating. Hmm. All right, that golem's gonna be a bit of an issue. Oh, Gandalf? Damn, okay. Hmm. That's gonna be... That's gonna make things difficult. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is gonna be tight like a tiger. Well, now that they can't play the Gandalf, it's not gonna be that... In theory, that's not gonna be that bad. Hey, Glarbuck! Alright, no hasty 5-5 bear, please! They would have to top deck it, and I would be very sad. I could have left back a noisemaker for that reason. But... I didn't. Alright. Whew. Here we go. Getting dem bones. Okay, sorry. Yucks. Okay. I have no more tea. Okay. Hmm. We're gonna play the Goblin Town out first. Because if I draw a green source naturally, I'm not gonna need to go fetch it. But I don't have a 2-drop yet anyway, so the Hobbit Hole can be played on 2. This is a guaranteed, like... And then we can also just see what we want to get. Because maybe I want to get a second red if I draw the green. Speaking of which... Okay. Ooh, this can't be blocked by those. That's really nice for us. Our hand is really nice, too. Even if they kill one of these, we're still able to use the Misty Mountains Raider to attack with the other. Okay. Neither of these could be blocked if I just get rid of that. And this gets rid of the short spear or a different equipment, depending. So... I found my removal this game. Jesus Christ. I was so happy with the amount of removal we have in this deck, and then like, there were a couple games where we just didn't draw it, and I was like, okay. But here we're really lucky because we have both removal and pressure. If we didn't have the pressure, this would still just be bad, because one-for-oneing anything these days in Limited is pretty bad, usually. Yeah, Ursat's Vigilance! That's cool. So the thing that punishes me for this is 3 damage to all my creatures. I still have this to follow up with, though. And going a little wide is nice. Next turn we get 1 red so we can play this and Quarrel. Oh, they did such a good job of, like, adding enough to the board. This is mean. Whew. All right. That really felt dirty. Some of the games in this don't feel like games. If you're on the play or you just have, you know, a couple pieces of you know, threat and a little bit of removal, or some of the menace just feels gross. All right. Let's see what color die. Okay, we got a red die. That's cool. All right. Any guesses on what our promo is? What do we want it to be? Wait, what's the best promo? All right, so now we have the second black, so I can actually fetch up the green here. The pre-release promo. It's probably just gonna be a foil because they don't do fucking numbers anymore. Really? Knights Up? Oh my god, that's horrible. Okay, that's a good card. Yeah, no, I gotcha, I gotcha. Like, what's the most expensive thing you can open in the promo slot at this point? For just a foil, normal. The One Ring? Really? Okay. I might have destroy target tapped creature. I'm gonna go with that. 5 damage rather. This companion is so freaking irritating. Alright, so I'm gonna take 7 here. Hello? Jesus, that took forever. That was a long lag. Alright, they don't actually have any creatures in the graveyard yet with mana less. Hmm. Alright, I'm sure they have removal for this, but we ain't got better things to do. And we are currently winning the race. Hey, Nav! I thought you might have that. Alright, we're gonna... Chief... Are we gonna do this first? I wonder if I should have attacked if they tried to do that and then I slice? Interesting. They had to have exactly that, though, there, I think. Hmm. Jesus Christ. Well... If I play that, then I can put the counters on this. That's actually pretty good. Later, so... Let's go Dory attack. Love it. I really think they should have attacked with the patient instructor, but there we go.